how to get rich very, very fast. It baffles me that so many people are poor in this world. This is a world of abundance. God has made everything to be in abundance in this world. But we discover that so many people are still in scarcity. So many people are not making money the way they are supposed to make it. It's really baffling. There are reasons to this, but I want to tell you that if you want to make wealth, you need to make wealth very, very fast. You need to make wealth very, very fast. Because the reason why you need to make wealth very fast is because there are so many things that are looking at you right now that will not be able to wait for 10 years, 20 years for you to really get wealthy, for you to really be rich. So that's the reason why you need to make wealth very fast so that you can handle some of the challenges that are confronting you. The scripture said that God is a defense. Money is also a defense. That means money is actually a security to you. If you don't have it, you are porous, you are weak, you are vulnerable. A lot of things are going to happen to you. So that's the reason why you need to listen and listen to the end of the video so that you can actually know how to make money really fast. So I have a gift for my clients, my audience. The first person that will comment on the comment section, right on the comment section, the last point I will list in this video on how to make wealth. I will actually give you a call and I will have a gift for you. So how to make wealth really very fast? One of the things that we need to understand is that in the world of wealth, the way you live your life is not actually the way you are going to actually make money. That means there are several principles that guides wealth creation. There are several principles that guides us on how to make wealth. One of the ways that we are going to actually employ so that we can make wealth, number one, is that I call it financial literacy. You are not really going to make wealth if you don't actually know what is money. Several people understand money from different aspects of life, from different perspectives of life. As a result of that, they are not really doing well with money because you need to understand money for what money is all about. And it's very, very unfortunate that there is no curriculum in our educational system where they teach you how to make money. Yeah. So people make money or people learn about money from the things they pass through, the things they observe, from networking, from so many other vices that enables people to learn on how to make money. So one cannot actually go to school and come out and say that he has been taught on how to make money. No, it's not on our curriculum. So I will always advise people and I will always tell people that education is very good, but self-education is better. So by the time people finish going to school, they should also come out and learn self-education. I tell people, the people I've counseled, the people I've mentored, I always tell them that education equips you for self-education. That's academic education equips you for self-education. So by the time you are academically educated, it helps you. It's a building ground for you to learn to be self-educated. It is in self-education that you actually learn how to make money. So financial literacy. One needs to actually understand what money is all about. Many people define money from different perspectives. The poor see money as something they get and they use it to buy food and eat. So everything in the curriculum of the poor is how we are going to go and make money from our 9 to 5. How we are going to earn our salary and go to the market and buy food and eat. Stock the house, have beans, have rice, have all kinds of food, and that's what they're eating. You understand? So the middle class sees money as something that they need to use to pay their debts and every other thing. But the rich understand that money is for a purpose. Money is for investment. Money is for making more money so that you spend the one you make. The rich understand that money is for an assignment. The rich understand that money helps you to fulfill your dreams and goals in life. So these are the different ways. So if you don't really understand money for what money is, you are really going to be in financial mess. You are not going to be wealthy. For example, the rich understand that that when money is coming to you, you don't spend more than you earn. We have situations where people who are not financially literate are borrowing money or spending the money they have not made already. So it's something that puts people in a race I call the rat race, cyclical poverty. Their lives are rotating up and down, and they are not really making difference and impact. So we need to understand money, that money is for savings, money is for investment, money is for several kinds of investment. For example, the rich, when they earn their money, they use it and buy books, and I'm not saying they don't eat, they pay their bills, but part of the money is for personal development. But the poor, they don't mind. And the reason why they are poor is because they are not self-developing themselves to acquire new skills that is going to actually give them more money. So you discover that for 20 years, for 30 years of their life, they are running towards a circle. When I finished my university education, I got an employment. Very fortunate. For me, I wouldn't say it's unfortunate. I was being paid 25,000 naira. That was 2016 to be precise. So I imagine that I was doing that kind of job, 25,000. It will take me 25,000 by 12. It will take me 300,000 for 1 year. So my salary in a year is going to be 300,000. So 300,000 by 10 is 3 million. By 12 is 3.6 million. So in 12 years, I'm making 3.6 million. So imagine that in 36 years of my life, I will be making around 11 million or 12 million. That's a money that cannot get you a very good car outside there. But because I was interested in self-development, I was interested in reading books, I was interested in reading journals about wealth, about money. So I discovered that the salary I was earning is not a defining factor for me. That what it is a defining factor for me is actually the self-education that I subjected myself to. So from there, I was able to gather ideas. I was able to gain knowledge on how to be financially free. And in no distant time, I gained a quite enormous knowledge, and that helped me to establish my business because of the knowledge I got from there. And so far so good, my fortune turned around, my life turned around. That kind of money became a pepper. It became a money that I could make in 1 hour. It became a money I could make in 30 minutes. It became a money I could make in 25 minutes. So self-education is something that is very, very good, and it comes from financial literacy. So this is number 1 point that you are going to employ so that you can be rich. The number 2 way of becoming rich and staying rich is to be involved in business. We discovered that majority of the people that are wealthy on earth, majority of them are businessmen. I tell you, majority of them are businessmen. They are running one business or the other. There is one good thing about business. The one good thing about business is that it disconnects you. It disconnects you from making your money in time. Don't worry, I'm going to explain. It is something that allows you to determine how much you are going to earn. So in the world of business, you have this freedom to determining how much you are going to earn. So in the world of business, it states that the rule of the business states that if you bring more value to the marketplace, you make more money. You make more money. So the more value, the more solution, the more problem you solve, the more money you make. So the world of business, in the world of business, there are 2 sets. We have products and we have services. So if you're actually rendering services, you will be rich, you'll be wealthy, but your revenue is still connected with time. So for example, we have someone who is barbing, a barber. You understand? So as many people as he cuts their hair, that is the degree to which he becomes wealthy. Now, we have another kind of business called product. In product, your revenue is disconnected from time. You have a product you are selling. Once you distribute it to the marketplace, you can be sleeping, and the people in the marketplace are selling your product. So your money is not connected to time. So in a twinkle of an eye, you can sell, assuming you are writing a book, or you have a soap company, or you have Milo companies, you have Peak Milk. Once you sell to the distributors, you are sleeping, and as you are sleeping, your businesses are flowing, your businesses are booming in the marketplace. So this is another point where people can become with business. You determine how much you are going to make. So nobody determines how much you earn. Unlike salary, your salary is fixed. At the end of the month, you are earning 50,000 naira, you are earning 100,000 naira, you are earning 200,000 naira, you are earning 500,000 naira, as the case may be. You are earning 1 million naira, and in some countries that pays in dollars, you are earning maybe $6 per hour, $10 per hour, maybe 10 pounds per hour. Maybe for people staying in UK, you are earning 15 pounds per hour, you are earning 20 pounds per hour. But when you are in business, your revenue is not being determined. So you are the one that determines how much you are going to earn. So this is another avenue that enables people to build wealth, to get rich and stay rich. Your product, you can, if it's a country like my country, like Nigeria, you discover that when inflation hits, some business people, a product they manufactured for 5 naira, for example, 7 naira, for example, because of the inflation, they decide to sell it for 12 naira, they decide to sell it for 15 naira, and there is no regulation, there is no law, there is no rule guiding this. And you discover that these people becomes wealthy, and they will tell you, of course, in the midst of the problems, opportunities to make money. So you discover that in country like my country, your possibility of becoming wealthy is not is unlimited. It's unlimited. So you can become wealthy overnight. A businessman buys a good or goods and services, goods particularly for a certain amount of money. Maybe he buys it for 1,000 or 2,000 naira, and inflation hits and prices go up, and something he bought for 1,000 or 2,000 naira, he decides to sell it for 5,000 naira. And imagine that this thing is something that is needed in a particular quantity. Maybe a group of people needs it, maybe 500,000 pieces, maybe 200,000 pieces, maybe 100,000 pieces, and you are selling with this margin of profit. At the end of the sales, you discover that people have made millions, people have made so much money. So your revenue is not being determined. You are the one to determine it. So this is another way that people make money. Now, the third way that you can make money and stay in money, you make money and stay rich, is through investment. People have made several kinds of investments. And in the world of investment, you need to actually understand what you are actually doing. So you need to actually understand the basics of investment. In the world of investment, we have assets and liabilities. Assets are things that put money into your pocket, but liabilities are things that removes money from your pocket. So you need to understand the basics of investment so that you can actually determine the things that puts money in your pocket and the things that removes money from your pocket. A lot of people have missed these 2 points. A lot of people have misplaced these 2 things. So part of the things they feel that puts money in their pocket are actually liabilities. They are things that removes money from their pocket. So in investment, one of the guiding rules of investment is that you have to be patient, especially long-term. Of course, there are short-term investments and long-term investments. Short-term investment gives you money very quickly, but long-term investment, your wealth is built over time. So there is this kind of compounding because it runs exponentially. You understand? So you decide to determine the kind of investment you are going to build. A lot of people don't have patience to actually invest in long-term investment. But I tell you, that it's very rewarding. It's highly rewarding. I studied the records of Warren Buffett, one of the richest people on earth. I discovered that one of the things that have made him very strong in the world of finance, in the world of money, is the man understand or has understood what it means to do long-term investments. You know, at the age of 19, 20, the man started investing and his wealth started moving upward exponentially. And he has been able to maintain that consistency. Now that he's in his 80s or 90s, thereabout, the man has built over 140 billion US dollars in wealth. So these are people that have understood what it takes to build wealth. I studied from, or I heard from one of my mentors, Dr. Olumide Manuel. He told us of how he bought many plots of land, many years, at the rate of 50,000, and today those lands, people are coming to buy them for the rate of 5 million, and he has refused to sell it. And these are lands that are in acres. So when I hear from some of these my mentors, some of these my teachers, I am encouraged to actually invest in long term. Some of my investments in long term, many of them are beginning to yield for 5 years. So, and my mentor, Dr. Olumide Manuel, he was asking, can you wait for 20 years? Can you wait for 10 years? Can you wait for 25 years for your investment to yield? So these are some of the challenges that we encounter in the world of real estate. So when you tell someone buy and wait, so the people are not willing to have that patience. They want something that can produce and instantly. And in many of the occasions, it doesn't work like that, because investment is not a get quick rich syndrome. It's something that you have to actually put your money and wait for it to actually mature. So most people run away from real estate, but that is where the money actually lies. Many people that have been into real estate, they are billionaires. They are millionaires. Real estate business has made people millionaires. And if you are fortunate to buy from the right source, then you are definitely going to be a millionaire in future, because it's one of the businesses that never fails, that doesn't fail. Although bad people have been into the business, but make sure you do your due diligence to buy from the right source. And if you do that, you discover that instead of your money to depreciate, your money keeps on adding value, keeps on appreciating. So in the world of money, investment plays a very major factor in retaining wealth. People buy gold and they keep it. So it's one of the ways to prevent your money from devaluing. Silver, a lot of people invest in cryptocurrencies. Of course, is one of the businesses or one of the investments that is very high in risk. So I will always tell people, before you invest in crypto, make sure you do your findings very well. Make sure you do your due diligence very, very well, because the risk factors involved in it is very high. So investment, number one is financial literacy. Number two is building businesses. Number three is investment. These are the three ways that you can get rich and stay rich. Get rich and stay rich. So I give you an action plan today. Wherever you are today is as a result of the knowledge you have. Now that you want to change your level financially, I give you an action plan. First of all, get books that talks on wealth. Subscribe to this channel where I'll be dropping excerpts on how to build wealth. Then by the time you study it, now the second thing is that as you are studying, business plans are going to come. And those business plans, if it remains in your head, it's not actually going to come into reality. So what you need to do is to bring those ideas that are coming into actions. By the time you put them into actions, you are really definitely going to break through. Then on how to retain the wealth that you generate from the business is to invest it. By the time you do these three things, you are really definitely going to become rich, and you are going to stay rich. Stay tuned for more videos.